This might make you mad. I don't let men work in with me. And if this does bother you, just stop and think for a second. Why is this bothering you? I am not breaking any rules by saying no. You've probably just made an assumption about the reason why I'm saying no. Let's talk about it. By the way, hi, I'm Liz and I've been going to the gym for 5 years now and I have a hair in my mouth. And I have some opinions about the gym and some of them are a little controversial. Now, first off, we can all agree that leaving your weights on the rack or on the barbell or any place where they should not be is just downright bad etiquette. Clean your shit up, please. Wipe the benches down. It's really not that hard. But letting people work in with you seems to be a little bit of a controversial situation because some people feel like you should just let anyone work in with you when they ask. Now, this is where I've already said earlier, my opinion on that is a little bit different. First of all, no, I do not let men work in with me, but it's not for the reason that you think. The main reason is because I am a short girly. I am 5'3". When a man wants to work in with me, I guarantee that he needs more weight and he has to reset the machine because my settings aren't gonna work for him. On top of that, when someone works in with you, you then have to wipe the bench down in between the sets, and that is just so freaking annoying. This also counts for women, but because I don't have to adjust in between the sets when there's another woman who wants to work in with me, it's just not as annoying as when a man does it. Now, the controversial part and the main reason why you probably thought I don't let men work in with me is still true. Men will use this as a way to chat me up, and I am not at the gym to be flirted with, okay? And you might instantly get defensive and think, not all men. Sure, not all men, but it's happened to me so many times now that I just simply say no. I cannot be bothered, okay? And this is not me hating men. This is just me wanting to get my workout in and not wanting to have to deal with that kind of conversation. And I'm sure if you're a woman watching this, I think you can relate. But if you're a man watching this, just because this is how I feel, it doesn't mean that other women feel this way. Some women are totally okay with being approached at the gym, but I'm not. Now, some people do feel like you need to let people work in with you when they ask, and I simply don't agree. I think everybody has the right to say no. It doesn't matter what their reasons are. If they don't want to share a machine, they don't want to share a machine. However, this does not mean that you can hog a machine for 30 minutes. Just because you can do an entire workout on the Smith machine doesn't mean you should, and I hate it when someone does that. Like, if there's only one Smith machine or only one bench press and you're there for an hour, come on. Think about the other gym goers. You do not need to spend that much time on one machine. If you need a machine for that many exercises, I guarantee that there's free weights that you can use to do the same thing. Stop hogging machines. Now, there are a few other little things that cause some contention, is that the word? Controversy, drama, if you will, and that is giving someone unsolicited advice, being on your phone in between your sets, and filming yourself at the gym. Now, unsolicited advice for me, I'm saying that really weird. That one for me is very simple. Unless someone looks like they don't know how to use a machine or they're about to really, really hurt themselves, I just don't get involved. I am not a personal trainer. I might have opinions on what someone's form should be, but it's not up to me to go and interrupt their workout and help them like perfect their form. So I just think if they didn't ask, leave them be. Being on your phone in between sets, I don't really understand the issue here. What else are people supposed to do when they're resting? If someone's on their phone for 10-15 minutes, I understand that's a little bit annoying, but at the same time, I've not really seen that. I'm sure people do it, but I don't think it's really as common as people online make it out to be. I don't know, I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments if there's someone at your gym who does this all the time. Now, the big one, filming yourself at the gym. I'm a little bit biased here because I create a lot of TikTok content, so I film myself at the gym. However, This is gonna sound like I'm bragging and I'm making myself out to be some amazing good person, but I don't film if anyone's in the background, and I asked my gym for permission. And if someone is in the background of my videos, they will always have given me permission to post it. Otherwise, I just don't post it or I block out their faces. I personally really hate the influencers that don't do this, that just film without any consideration for other gym goers. People go to the gym to work out. They did not sign up to be in the background of your videos. And the thing that pisses me off the most is these fitness influencers filming themselves at the gym and then making fun of the people in the background. I cannot express how infuriating I find this. These people to me are just a bunch of bullies, and they give everybody else in the fitness industry such a bad name. And it's the main reason why people hate being filmed at the gym, because they don't know where they're gonna end up. They don't know if this person is just gonna use them for shitty content. And anyone who has this kind of opinion and says you shouldn't film at the gym, I can't really say that they're wrong, because I agree with that sentiment. People don't go to the gym to be filmed by someone else. I do wish that people would just take a second to understand that it's not so black and white. Not everybody who films at the gym is filming because they're gonna put it on the internet. These days, so many PTs work online, which means that people will film themselves for accountability or for help with form for their PT, or even their friends just to share things, right? So that for me is so different to someone being an influencer. So I wish that sometimes people would just be a bit more, I don't know what the word is, but not so dramatic about other people filming in the gym. Now, what do all of these little things have in common? Entitlement. All these gym etiquette issues stem from people thinking that what they want and how they see the gym is what everybody else should do. If they want something, people should adjust to them. And that's just not how the world works. You have to compromise and accept that sometimes what you want is not what someone else should be doing. But that's just my opinion, of course. Let me know in the comments which one of these you disagree with, or if there's something I missed and that you think, hey, this bit or this thing is so freaking annoying when people do this at the gym. I will talk to you in the next one. Bye. Oh, that was weird. Bye.